Yo yo, it's your boy Troll. But I don't know, today we have a sweet event going on take place. There's a lot of cars, drivers trying to get in, but this is a selected plenty. I can't call it a few because, well, it's 34 cars, 34 drivers going up against each other. We have big names, we have small names, we have fans racing today and all. So, just sit back, relax, and let me have some fun. So meet me by the starting gate and we'll start with the first two. And welcome back to Shaki's Race Club, hanging out with T.D.R. Well, to kick off today's event, we have Mark Taylor driving for Riley Racing, going up against Bob Schroeder, driving for Washington Auto. Mark Taylor will be driving Small Reds. Small Reds is a Ford Focus RS, while Bob Schroeder will be driving a 68 Shelby GT500. He will be driving Flame On. So, we have a green light and it's a go. The first race was taken by Bob Schroeder. Switch lane, we have a green light and it's a go. The winner of the first race was Bob Schroeder. Hold on, let me find the next two drivers. This thing starts off very interesting. And we have the next two drivers. As I say, we have some big names from Cliff International. We have the Undead. We have the Zombie himself. And he's driving Orange Sky. There's a Hot Wheel Interceptor, Hot Wheel Pursuit vehicle. He's going up against Tanaka. Yes, we are talking in the house too. I tell you, we have plenty people. Yeah, Akito is from Silver Fox Racing, driving Blue Jay. Blue Jay is a 95 Mazda RX-7. Alright, without further ado, let me take this one. We have a green light and it's a go. Alright, first race went to Silver Fox Racing. We have a green light and it's a go. Here we're going on it. 1-1. We have a green light and it's a go. And the winner of that race was Akito Tanaka. So let me go and get the other two drivers here now. As I tell all you, this thing looking very sticky. Hold on, we'll be right back. And now we have the next two drivers. All the way from Brazil, we have Benny D from Legacy Diecast Racing, going up against George Irada from Team Rocky Diecast Tuning and CDR. Benny D will be driving Red Stripe. Red Stripe is a 17 Ford Mustang. And Gerard Irada will be driving an 85 Mustang convertible. Alright, we have a green light, it's a go. And the first race was taken by George Irada, waiting on the green light. We have a green light, switch lane, and it's a go. The winner of that race was George Irada. Hold on, there we go up. So we are California in the house. Yeah, we are California in the house. So we are West Coasting going up against LD. LD from Legacy Diecast Racing and West Coasting from Miniature Car Racing. West Coasting driving Green Child. Green Child is a 2019 Subaru Forester, and LD will be racing in Purple Splash. Purple Splash is a 2018 Ford Mustang GT. Okay, we have a green light and it's a go. And the first race was taken by LD. The switch lane, we have a green light and it's a go. So it's 1-1. So let me see who will take this championship here now. Alright, You have a green light, it's a go. And that race was taken by LD for Legacy Diecast Racing. Let's get the next two drivers. It's going down hard, as I say. It's 34 drivers. Alright, and we are here with the next two drivers. We have Pajero driving for Team Maestro Racing, and we have Jetty driving for Mini Mafia Motors. Pajero is driving Gumball. Gumball is a 70s Ford Escort RS 1600. And Jetty is driving Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is a blue Corvette. Ain't she a beauty? Alright, we're waiting on the green light. So we have a green light, and it's a go. Jetty took the first race from Mini Mafia Motors. Alright, we have a green light, and it's a go. And the winner of that race was Jetty from Mini Mafia Motor Club. Alright, let me meet the next two drivers. As I tell all you, things getting sticky. And we're here with the next two drivers. We have DJ Perez going up against Ego. DJ Perez is driving in the Sister. The Sister is a 2018 Honda Civic Type R Hot Wheel Custom. And Ego is driving in Hot Girl. Hot Girl is a real jet custom Honda Civic Type R. Alright, so we're waiting on the green light. We have a green light, and it's a go. We have a green light, it's a go. And that race was taken by Ego. So let me go up by the starting line and see how this thing goes now. We have the next two drivers. We have Bolo Brown from Miniature Car Racing going up against T.D.R Tommy from Dysfunction Junction Racing. Bolo Brown is driving Snow White. And Snow White is a Porsche Panamera Turbo ST Hybrid Sport Turismo. T.D.R Tommy is driving Griffin, and Griffin is a Corvette C8R. Alright, we're waiting on the green light. We have a green light, and it's a go. First race was taken by Bolo Brown. Switch lanes, we have a green light, and it's a go. So Ego answer back the call. Alright, we have a green light, and it's a go. And that race was taken by Bolo Brown. Let's meet the next two drivers. We have the next two drivers, and we have James Sterling, right from the land down under. Yes, we have James Sterling from Gravity Track Grand Prix, and he's going up against the king of Trinity Crossing, which is Crumbum from Crumbum Racing. Wow, this is a beautiful race, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so James Sterling is driving Trinity to the Bone. Trinity to the Bone is a Corvette Stingray, and Crumbum is driving Fearless, and Fearless is a 2011 Camaro Hot Wheel Responder. Alright, so we have a green light, and it's a go. So land on under, rose to the occasion and take the first one. The switch lanes, we have a green light, and it's a go. And it's 1-1. So we have a green light, and it's a go. And this race was taken by James Sterling. Australia in the house. Alright, now we get the next two drivers. And we have the next two drivers. We have Mark Chica driving Bronze Flame. Bronze Flame is an 89 Dodge Charger 500. And we have Snake and Bake from Snake and Bake Racing, and he's driving 1976 Dodge Lil Red Express truck. Alright, so we're waiting on the green light. We have a green light and it's a go. So Mark Chica took the first race. We switch lanes, we have a green light and it's a go. So we always have history relating these two vehicles tied. So we're going as we was before, we have a green light and it's a go. And the winner of that race was Snake and Bake Racing. Alright, let's meet the next two drivers. So we have the next two drivers. We have Zach Young going up against Pataki. Zach Young is driving Engines Out, and Engines Out is a Chevy Nova Yasa. Pataki is driving for Hot Wheel Norman Brown Racing, and he's driving 8 Ball. 8 Ball is a Bentley Continental 2018. So here we're going on. We have a green light and it's a go. So 8 Ball take the first race. Alright, we have a green light, we don't switch lanes, and it's a go. So ladies and gentlemen, we have another tie. Alright, so we back how we was, we have a green light, and it's a go. So it's 1-1. We have a green light and it's a go. And the winner of that race was Pataki for Norman Brown Racing. Alright, hold on. Let's meet the next two drivers. So now we have the next two drivers. We have Rick Dickens for Slick Dickens Racing driving Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray is a Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. Going up against David Scott driving Selma. And Selma is a blue Corvette. Alright, we're waiting on the green light. We have a green light and it's a go. So David Scott took the first race. Alright, we have a green light and it's a go. The winner of that race was David Scott. Hold on, let's find the next two drivers. This will be the last two drivers for tonight. Alright, remember, 54 drivers there, so look out for the second round, hanging with T.D.R. Now we have D-Man going up against Dante. D-Man driving in Bad Boy, and Bad Boy is a Dodge Challenger Drift. Dante for Anker's Diecast Racing, he's driving in Smooth Operator, and Smooth Operator is a 16 Chevy Camaro convertible. Alright, we have a green light and it's a go. Alright, that is the second tie for the night. We line them up the same way, we have a green light and it's a go. D-Man took that race. Okay, so we switch lanes, we have a green light, it's a go. So it's 1-1. Alright, we have a green light, let's see who will take the last race for tonight. And it's a go. So we have another tie. Alright. We line them up how they were. It's a green light and it's a go. And The last race for tonight was taken by V-Man. Alright, so here's what. Look forward to the second half and hanging with T.D.R. Be out. Bless.